Ondo Liberation Initiative (OLI) unfolds JARA E GBA concept in Akure, Ondo State. Appreciates President Bola Tinubu, APC National Chairman Ganduje Masari-led Reconciliation Committee for their timely intervention and restoration of peace to our dear Sunshine State, Ondo State. A non-governmental organization, Ondo Liberation Initiative (OLI), has unfolded JARA E GBA concept in Akure on 24th October 2023 at entrance of the Ondo NUJ Press Center in Akure after some hoodlums, allegedly organized and led by the Ondo State Task Force, denied the group access to the NUJ Hall. The group, Ondo Liberation Initiative (OLI), with a slogan, JARA E GBA, is a coalition of over 50 organizations spread across the 18 local government areas of Ondo State, aims at empowering the youth, women, children, conflict resolution, peace building, economic advancement, and sustainable development of the state and Nigeria at large. The spokesman of the group, Engineer Johnson Alabi, while addressing journalists in Akure, emphasized the need why Ondo State should be rescued from the hands of cabals who intend to destroy the state for their selfish interest and ambition.
But Ondo State yìí wọ́n fẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n àwa tá jẹ́ stakeholders àní jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ ní ìgbà tiwa àní jẹ́ kó Ondo State yìí kó lọlẹ̀ Ondo State yìí tiwa ní tiwa Ondo State yìí tiwa ní tiwa ní. Kó bàjẹ́ torí náà kò sí ibòmíràn tí a lè lọ àjò lè dàbí ilé.
Engineer Johnson Alabi also begged President Tinubu and well-meaning Nigerians to rescue Governor Akeredolu from the captivity of his handlers by taking the governor abroad for proper medical care. Engineer Alabi expressed deep concern and sadness over the actions of cabals for politicking with the ill health of Governor Akeredolu. The group also appreciated President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, APC National Chairman Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje Masari-led Reconciliation Committee for their timely interventions in resolving political issues surrounding the absence of Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, SAN, and the impeachment process against the Deputy Governor of the state, Honorable Lucky Ayedatiwa. Apart from verbal applications to President Tinubu, APC National Chairman Ganduje Masari-led Reconciliation Committee, the group also expressed their appreciations on customized vests and placards. Here is the full address.
Ondo Liberation Initiative, OLI, is a non-governmental organization with a slogan, JARA E GBA. It is a coalition of over 50 organizations spread across the 18 local government area of Ondo State, working on empowering the youth, women, children, conflict resolution, peace building, economic advancement, and sustainable development of our dear state and Nigeria at large. Much later, we shall be talking about the other activities of the organization. But for the purpose of today, we want to express our concerns about the state of the health of our dear governor, who we perceive have been caged by either his immediate family or his aides who are his handler and prevented him from accessing quality health care abroad because of reasons best known to them. As for us, who are stakeholders in the state, we feel that Aketi shouldn't be made to suffer this much, having done much for our dear state. We do not wish him dead. We wish that he can continue to sustain his policies, which have been remarkable in not only Ondo State, but the entire southwest region of Nigeria. For example, Amotekun concept. Consequently, we call on all well-meaning Nigerians to shout out loud, intervene and rescue Aketi from perceived captivity. Aketi shouldn't be allowed to die the way he's being caged. However, the concept we are here to showcase today is JARA E GBA, which translates to rescue yourself. It is now evidently clear that every citizen of this state needs to rescue him or herself from poverty, impoverishment, economic hardship, and political hardship. As a matter of fact, today, we wish to canvass for the rescue of our governor from the handlers who have deliberately caged him so as to remain in power in one position for their selfish interests at the expense of his ill health. Aketi, JARA E GBA. We all know that when anyone is sick, as our governor is now, he or she remains at the mercy of whoever is managing his or her health. As it is now, we perceive that our governor is very ill and at the mercy of these handlers. Nobody has access to him. Nobody has seen him in any public place since his claimed resumption of office. This is why our concept of JARA E GBA becomes necessary in Ondo. Ondo government needs to be rescued. The people need to be rescued by embracing government policies that can eradicate poverty. Aketi needs to be rescued and taken out for better medical care. The governor is no longer a private person but a public officer. We want to use this medium to call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to intervene in rescuing Aketi and take him abroad for good medical care. We also wish to commend the national chairman of our great party, APC, His Excellency Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje, and the Reconciliation Committee set up by the National Secretariat, headed by His Excellency Alhaji Aminu Bello Masari, for their timely intervention and restoration of peace to our dear state, Ondo. Ondo state is our own. We cannot afford to live in disharmony because peace is supposed to be the driver of development in our dear state. Much as we appreciate them, we appeal to them not to relent their efforts in achieving total peace between all the arms of government of Ondo State. We appeal that they should rescue Aketi and take him abroad for proper medical care. We do not want him dead, but to live to sustain his hard-earned legacies in the state. It is true that we have divided opinion on policy matters, like we have on issue of impeachment, but can never wish him dead. For instance, Governors El-Rufai and Yaya Bello were among the closest allies of former President Buhari. But when Emefiele, the former CBN governor, came up with the cashless policy and printing of Naira notes, they disagreed and went to court. The essence of that move was not to fight the government, but to rescue the government from collapse by reason of abnormal policy. Yes. It is our prayer that Aketi gets well and returns to his official duty soonest. We want to use this medium to commend the Deputy Governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Lucky Ayedatiwa, for his maturity, humility, and perseverance in handling the impeachment saga. Rather than reacting vigorously to the process of tampering with his office, he chose to be polite, civil, and legal in the handling of the matter. Though many have seen his patience to be weakness, but this is very commendable by refusing to heighten the political tension of Ondo State. We urge him to ensure the reconciliation and the political solution opted for is successful. We recognize the office of the Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly and urge that the reconciliation process be given due priority. As for our dear good citizens of Ondo, we bring to your doorstep the concept of JARA E GBA, to hate what is evil and embrace peace, but must always be ready to JARA E GBA from any form of oppression, intimidation, and manipulation. Let the concept get to every home in Ondo State. OLI, JARA E GBA. Thank you all, and God bless. Well, I would like to add that this press conference was scheduled to hold earlier this morning at the NUJ Press Center, where we have booked for a number of days ago. And by this morning, we had appeared with the intention of carrying out the press conference. Unfortunately, some thugs were imported to the press center with the intention to prevent us from having this press conference. And while there, we have managed to conduct and comport ourselves in such a manner as not to engage in physical combat and conflict with the thugs. We have, on first information, that the thugs were imported to that venue by the government of Ondo or by the handlers of Mr. Governor, who are his aides. And more so, we have been under pressure since the last few days from the security agencies of Ondo State. When I talk about the security agencies, I refer to the CP, the Commissioner of Police of Ondo State, the Director of SS. I must commend the Director of SS. He has been very civil in his approach, and we have had some chats with him, and based on this chat, we have ensured that we have not gone beyond our limit as people, as citizens of Nigeria. As citizens of Nigeria, we know our responsibility and our fundamental human rights, and we have not gone beyond the limit of our right in expressing our views before the society. The Commissioner of Police had tried, because initially we were to hold this launch about a week or two ago, and the Commissioner of Police are called to stop the launch. And attempt was made on this one also. He made attempt to stop this one. We recognize that he's on the hot seat. We recognize that he's here to promote peace, as much as we are ready to live in peace within our dear state. We have said it everywhere, that peace, there is nothing we can get other than peace in our land, and that is when we also can enjoy this state. We want peace, we need peace, and we want peace to be everywhere. We are not ready to fight with anybody. We are not ready to contend with anybody. But we must choose to hate evil. I personally have resolved that I will never join the multitude to do evil. I will never join the multitude to love evil. What is happening in our dear state, as it has to do with a breach of constitution in our state, is not too pleasant to us. And that is why we have resolved that we are going to speak out at an appropriate time, which we are doing now. That our governor, it is human for anybody to fall sick. If anybody is sick, the person should take care of himself, because the office will live longer than the life of a human being. And that is why we are encouraging our governor to travel abroad. Let him go and take care of himself. While doing that, let his deputy who is constitutionally empowered to take over. As it is today, Ondo State has no governance. By this time, usually, the making of the budget for the state assembly should have been going on. But as it is today, we are aware that nothing of sort is going on. And that's why we are troubled, we are worried that nothing is really happening in our dear state. And that is why we have decided to call you, the press, to hear us out and help us to put our voice here and there across the country. Thank you very much for coming around, and thank you everybody who has come to witness this.